Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. I hope you're well, and if you have some time today, I hope you can journal too. I'm going to work in my Hobonichi Day Free on a May spread, grabbing a cup of tea, so I hope you grab whatever you enjoy and can journal along too. I made these sentiments in my Procreate app. Few things to put on some altered playing cards, which is the project of today. Oops, I have a little extra washi stuck down. Okay, starting out strong here. I have already prepped my pages with a tip in, some Distress Oxide, little bit of hand lettering. It's going to be really hot today, feeling like summer, even though it's spring in New England. Grab some pretty washi tapes, and I actually double layered those with the smaller, thinner tape over the top. So I'm feeling good to go. I hope you're feeling great today and have some creative time. So I'm going to play around with these, no pun intended, playing cards. And I was really inspired by a couple creatives, Kat Hand, who does mixed media art, and Shayna from Shanuki Art. So I will link both their channels below. And there they are. And I don't have a particular video of theirs that I watched. I think I watched multiple videos. So I'm gonna dig in with some matte medium. I've already made one on the top right, that strawberry fields, to figure out how to simply do this. So some of the basics are finding little scraps, if you have any sentiments or stickers. And then I guess the key, I would say, is prepping your card. Now I'm showing you this one. You can hole punch it and put them on a key ring. You can, and I think that's what Shayna does. She does full deck challenges, so check her out if you're interested in those. Today, my purpose is to make journaling cards. So I am prepping my cards with tissue paper. You can also use gesso or a combination of both. And actually, I did use on the left-hand side a combination of both. So I have white gesso. I believe Kat from Cat Hand Mixed Media used a clear gesso, which I've never seen before. So that's cool too. So anyways, you can use the supplies you have. Also, afterwards, if you want to seal it with a Mod Podge, anything that's a sealer, I'm sure that would work great too. I have a matte medium today. All right, so let's dig in. I think this is a great project for a bunch of scraps that you have. Definitely would recommend little images. I have a few from magazines here. That's where I got the cute little strawberry on the right. I'm playing with the idea of this window on the left, and just grabbing some things that I think will work today. So I hope your journaling's going well. I don't know if you are a creative journaler. What do you work in? Are you in a junk journal, Hobonichi, Lecterm? I think this would work for almost any kind of journal, although I will say for sure it's going to bulk up your journal. I am a journaler that likes a big, happy, chunky journal, but if you are using something like a Hobonichi, just heads up, it's gonna it's gonna thicken up your journal. Later at the end of the video, I'll show you a quick example in my Altered Book Junk Journal, because certainly these Altered Book playing cards and journal cards would be really fun to put in those too. All right, so I have made some decisions here. Coffee or tea, I think, is the sentiment I'm going to go with. And I have that pretty turquoise cup from a magazine. And I love these doodle flowers. I have them already as part of my prep background on my journal spread for this is the week of May 20th, by the way. There we go. Have the date up on the top. So I think that could work well. And I'm thinking about using that tiny envelope as a pocket. I'm just checking now that my theory is that you can write on this, and you can. I have used tissue paper before, that's what that is. So for me, the purpose is that these are journaling cards that I can use them to write whatever I want on. I think both Kat and Shayna of Shanuki Art did just use them as art cards, I'm pretty sure, although Kat had a whole journal, and I think Shayna put hers on like a metal key ring, and she hole punched them. So anyways, check them out. There are a zillion ideas on both their channels. So I'm getting down a bit of book page. I love that. I think book page is the book text is a great background. And I think I mentioned I have a little bit of gesso on that. I also have some really fun tissue paper with gold polka dots. So I prep the card a little bit with that. And this is, again, a matte medium, not a high gloss. I tend to prefer the less glossy look. Although I bet this would be fun with the, and I don't own it. I think it's on the wish list. The Mod Podge that has the glitter in it. I bet that would be really cute too. Although Mod Podge is a bit sticky sometimes, I find. So I do tend to go for the matte medium. There we are. All right, I'm going to need a little bit of drying time for that. And there's the other one I completed. And then somehow I'm going to check out the sizing and how exactly I want to get this envelope into a pocket. So the altered playing card will actually fit right in, but maybe a little too far in. You can't really see it. So I'm thinking about adjusting that. Okay, so some drying time and touch-ups and adjustment. All right, I did a little work off camera, and what I did was I came in with a little bit of these Stabilo pencils and outlined and touched up the cards. So there was just a little more definition. Oh, and this is the cute tissue paper. I got that in a recent order in Happy Mail. I'll tell you about that in a different video. That's a special one. And I use the Shannon Green technique from my last video to dress up this envelope. And what I'm thinking about now is, because the envelope is a little bit deep, I'm thinking about making a double pocket and folding that up so I can have both cards in there. I like that. I think that will work on the left. I could use a paper clip too. All options, all good. It's just the way you want to do it. So I just wanted to show you, this is my altered book junk journal. Not really working in it in this session, but how cute is that? You can just stick in an altered playing card in your junk journal as well. Okay, back to business. So I'm debating if I'm going to glue this double pocket by folding up the bottom of the envelope part way. And as I think about it, it's a little bit of a tight fit with both cards. So I'm going to go for a staple. I think that's fine. it's a bit more secure and it gives me a nice amount of room. And I'm fine with a staple. I actually like the look of a staple. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. I have really enjoyed making these playing cards. I hope you give it a try and check out the other channels. Now, I did decide to also glue only around the edges on this pocket, which could technically make it a triple pocket. If I wanted to, I could slide something in the back. So I'm not sure I will, but love options. All right, and I did go through a little bit with that Micron and Edge, the number 4 playing card. It's really hard to see, but you can outline your cards as well. All right, and the last piece of today's journal session, besides me writing and documenting a little later off camera, is I really like the doodle flowers that I have on that paper strip, sort of in the middle between the two spreads, and that I used on the number 4 playing card. So I thought I would outline and doodle a larger one. And I think that's a great tip. Excuse me, again, my allergies, pardon me. My videos lately have been, my voice is just, yeah, drinking the tea. So pardon my voice. But anyway, I think it's really a fun idea if you have some sort of image that you find in the ephemera or scrap papers that you use on your page, and then draw it, doodle it, repeat it. It's sort of a nice way to add other images and elements to your page. Okay. I'm also using the Stabilo pencil to add a little bit of that pretty turquoise. Yeah. So I hope your journaling's going well and you're enjoying whatever season you're in. Again, we're in the month of May. It's going to be toasty today, unseasonable actually, 98 degrees. So I think it's going to be iced tea later, not hot tea. And what I'm doing is I use the Micron pen, and then I decided I didn't like how thin it was. So I went back in with, I think this is one of the zebra pens that has a little thicker nib, and outline that. Okay, that's a fun project. I appreciate the inspiration of Kat and Shayna. Thank you so much to all subscribers. I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for watching.